Association, and we welcome you to the second part of our PSA forum here, ground floor, Philippine Sports Commission building, Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. And on behalf of our sponsors, syempre, Philippine Sports Commission, Philippine Olympic Committee, ang ating San Miguel Corporation, Smart PLDT, Milo Philippines, Arena Plus. Sana magkakasama tayo sa ating live streaming, that's Philippine Sports Writers Association. Likewise, on a delayed basis of Radyo Pilipinas to, sa ating pa rin sports radio. And we're so happy to have here with us, we used to have him as an organizer, as a technical official, and head of our national body in volleyball. But this time around, nagbabalik sa ating PSA Forum as Asian Volleyball Confederation President. No other than Sir Tatsu Sara to talk about all volleyball activities as we prepare for the 2025 hosting of the World Men's Volleyball Championships. Good morning. Welcome to the PSA Forum, sir.
Thank you, Judith. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat, members ng lahat ng media. And first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for all the support for the last 3 years ng PNBF sa events namin. Alam niyo, yung PNBF was created, ang tawag ko COVID Federation eh. Yung nag-election kami, COVID at that time when President Bambol asked for the elections. But now, I think for the last 3 years, I think we are one of the busiest NSA at the moment. No? We have about 7-8 events in a year. So I do not know how we survive 7 to 8 events in a year, no? With limited funding. So maybe I think I always call when I was elected president of PNBF. There are only 2 things that I did, no? Because when we were COVID, we had the COVID election, I was surprised to have one major sponsor na lumapit agad, which is Ribisco, to be a partner for the next 3 years. And it was COVID. So I was thinking, sabi ko, kung yung pera ng sponsor ng Ribisco, lalagyan sa bangko, dahil COVID eh. So sabi ko, I think there should be some activities kay COVID. So, pinaano ko yung patry ako national team sa Subic. Everybody was wearing a mask, naka-bodysuit, no, sa Subic. All the national team players were very hesitant, but they came, no? And we did, and then we participated. There was only one event in Asia at that time, it's the Asian Club Championship. We had to do, ang tawag no?
Co-host?
Hindi, sa COVID yung sila, naka-confine sa loob, naka-bubble, so bubble. So I think it was only basketball and volleyball who had a bubble. So we had a bubble in Lipa, and then we had a tournament also in Lipa. So it started that way, and now I think we are the busiest NSA having 7 to 8 events a year. And I think to culminate the big events for next year's hosting of the Men's World Championship 2025 with 32 teams for the first time. And I'd like to invite all of you. I hope nag-register na kayo. Si June Lumiba on chart. We will have the draw. This will be live in 200 countries on Saturday at 7 p.m. at Soler Ballroom. So I want to see all of you there and witness the historic draw of the World Championship next year sa 32 teams.
Yes. So who will be there? Who will conduct the draw? Top officials then of World Volleyball?
Yes, the draw will be conducted by the FIVB. The FIVB president are coming here and several officials. Of course, the local organizing committee headed by our honorary chairperson, First Lady Lisa Neta Marcos, Presidential son Bini Marcos, Senator Alan Quezano, Senator Pia Gaetano, Secretary Frasco DOT, MVP, also board member, Chairman Bachman of PSC, and POC President Bangpol. So I really put all the top sports people in the LOC board. So of course the media, the sponsors, the NSAs, I invited the NSAs who are interested to watch a draw, no? and all other guests.
Yes. And may importanteng side event to, di ba, itong draw ng World Men's Volleyball, sir?
Yes, the draw again will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. We have dinner first. This is a formal ceremony. There are some entertainment. I will not say kung sino ang entertainment. So we
Surprise?
have surprise. I'm sure all of you will like the entertainment. And then we start the draw at 8:30. So dinner and then draw.
Yes. But of course, ang ano din, ang ating ding concentration as sa Philippine team na lalahok sa World Men's Volleyball. Meron bang special group na parang ando na ang Philippines? Di ba yung FIBA World Cup, merong ganun din sa particular grouping?
Yeah, in the competition regulations, as host, automatically the Philippines qualifies to be part of the 32 teams. So we are seated immediately Pool A as the host of this country. No?
Group A?
Yeah, Pool A.
Pool A.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's Pool A as seeded one as the host. And of course, yung world champion na Italy is there. And I think that is the scenario. But I'm not pretty sure yung paano yung draw. No? There's a procedure for this.
Okay. So, first question, Mr. President Nelson Beltran, Philippine Star.
Since nasa draw pinag-uusapan, Mr. President, may magandang draw ba para sa Team Philippines?
Well, I wish that we could have, the top 31 teams are all world class, for sure. And this is the first time our men's team will participate. But I hope we could get a good draw with not so strong teams, no? And but watching our Alas men without key players, Brian Bagunas, Marcus Espejo, and Umandal, with these very young collegiate players. When we played, I don't know if you were there, but when we played the Osaka Bluton, the Panasonic team, the Panasonic teams are composed of Olympic players, with one Olympic Cuban player, an Olympic Cuban player, a US player, and then of course Nishida, and 4 other Japan players, no? So they were not really laying back. They were serious in playing with our men's team, and we had a good score the first day, 27, 29 ata, and then 23. So of course our players were starstruck because you're playing for the first time with Nishida and the world-class players. But I think as a player, you just need to focus na player ka. They're also humans, yung kalaban natin. Nagkakamali din eh. Nagkakamali din yung mga foreign player natin. But again, I am hoping with the progress of our men's team, because ang men's team natin are progressing. We got a bronze medal sa Southeast Asian League, and now on Monday they're going to Italy for a training camp for 2 weeks. So because of our Italian Olympic coach, so I hope we progress, and I hope we can still recruit tall players, whether Phil-Am, Phil-European next year, which I'm trying to get to support really tall players. Iba yung matangkad na players, so hopefully we can support and strengthen our men's national team for next year.
So, paano yung format? At saka, tingin ba natin may legit chance ang Team Philippines to advance?
Well, of course in the pool you are four teams, no? So I think with the format, parang FIBA lang yan, if you need to at least win one, no, to the next round, but you need to win 2 to go to the next round, no? So ako, makapanalo ng tayo ng isa, I'm so happy ako maka one set. It's so I cannot really an advance, foresight of the team, but because it's first time for us, but I'm anticipating that the team should improve until next year for this and to have at least, ang sabi nga ni Frigoni, we should have 30 matches in a year. Yun ang target na, 30 matches international, whether here ginagawa or outside, to have 30 matches. So I'm hoping that we can really improve a lot for next year's World Championship.
For that, paano po yung calendar for a year, especially for the team? Meron na bang timeline yun after Italy for 2 weeks. Then, saan pa yung mga ibang susunod na training camps and tournaments para makapagawa?
Yeah. Since I was elected president of the Asian Volleyball Confederation a week ago, we will finalize the calendar for Asia and FIVB by end of September. So after September, when we have our meeting in Bangkok, we will finalize the calendar because next year it's a World Championship year. So Philippines for the men, and before the Philippines will be Thailand for the women's. So first time sa Southeast Asia to that the World Championship will be held, no? In Southeast Asia. First time for Thailand, first time for us. So everything will be adjusted next year. I have even asked Ricky Palou, PVL, to adjust the calendar next year because also of the SEA Games. SEA Games is also November next year. And as you know, the SEA Games is not in the calendar of the FIVB. Yun ang pinaka-problema natin. So mga teams sumasali sa SEA Games like Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia who are participating in FIV bets are affected because the SEA Games is November. And November in the FIV calendar is a club season. Club season kasi sa FIV is from October to May 15. So these are our problems. So I asked PBL, they will adjust the calendar because of our national team players sa babae. I-advance nila para pagdating ng July or August, the national team players from the PBL can play na sa women towards November. I think November, no? Yung SEA Games sa Thailand. So we have to adjust. So everything will be adjusted after the ABC and the FIB releases the calendar for 2025.
Sir Tats, could you tell us more about dun sa pag-elect sa inyo bilang ABC president?
Okay. Thank you, Joseph. Anyway, the election, of course, is 65 countries. And I was not really hindi man surprised, but most of these countries know me for the last 20 years. So I won a score of 48-15, no? With my friend from Qatar, who's very strong. They are really going to all the sports with a score of 15, which mostly are, I do not to be prejudiced, but siyempre, bumoto na sa kanya, ating to, ay mga Arabo din, no? So, but all the other countries, Southeast Asia, Oceania is 20 countries. And then East Asia is about another 8 countries. And Central Zone are all the Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, India, yan. So, but I think this democratic exercise, kasi for the first time, ang ABC, ang elections, acclamation lang. But this one, after 50 years, nagkaroon ng election talaga, na may election talaga. In the past, acclamation lang, siya ang next president. In the last, 5 or 6 president. Ito, talagang election, that there are 2 candidates, no? And I presented a 10-point agenda, which is my vision for ABC in the next 4 years. First is to put volleyball as the top 5 popular sports in Asia. As you know, the sport now in the Philippines, we are one of the most spectator sport in the VNL now around the world. Thailand is second. Social media, lahat, we are also number 1. Second is that I want to establish that the ABC will have its own own headquarters. We have a office in Bangkok, but we are just renting sa Sports Authority of Thailand. So after the first board meeting, the board decided that we will purchase a new house and headquarters in Bangkok for some amount of money, and this will become our house in the next 4 years. So this will be the new house. It's near the airport, and balang araw, pag sumama ka sa team namin, yung mabibisita yung the new ABC house in the next coming month. So we are buying this house and lot. It's a big mansion, converting it to an office, and this will be our new home. Parang ano lang yan, yung Asian football office sa Kuala Lumpur or sa FIFA Zurich or sa FIB sa Busan. So this is the second mission. Third is to come up with a ABC Champions League. Since we have top clubs in the Philippines, we are also one of them. We have Korea, Japan, Thailand, China. This Champions League, we of course we are following the example of the European Champions League, where all the top clubs in Europe plays in 1 month on different occasions. So I'm trying to establish this because we have top teams also. So I'll be talking to Korea Professional League, Japan Professional League, and next month I will be talking to the Chinese Professional League. Secondly, is to create an athletes commission, because there was never an athletes commission in the ABC. So I want to establish this because this is important that the athletes, former athletes in Asia should be recognized. So this is one of the important vision. Another one is to, of course, increase the support to the zonal association. So we have 5 zonal associations in Asia. The Oceania, which is 20 countries, Southeast Asia, another 11 countries, East Asia, 8 countries, Central Asia, yung sabi ko nga mga India, Pakistan, Iran, another 14 countries. Of course, West Asia are the Arabic countries, which is about 12 to 13 countries. So we want to put more support sa mga countries na to. And lastly, I want to create an ABC Gala Night to honor the best volleyball players, the best volleyball coaches in Asia. We never had this before. So I want to honor them. Kaya ang ginagawa ng FIVB, and I want to create also ABC ambassadors for Asia. So I think these are the more important vision and mission for me as the next ABC president. Of course, I'll try also to come in all the championships. So my first official function to attend will be the Asian Women's Club in Thailand, end of the month, as ABC president. Thank you.
Good morning, Sir Tats. Yeah, as a new ABC president, no, while we want to recruit tall players for our national teams, our players naman are being recruited abroad, no. Maggie Magaya, Jaja Santiago, we lost Jaja to Japan na siguro, and Gia de Guzman. So, Sir Tats, now that you are at the helm of the ABC, ano yung mga nakikita mong pwede nating gawin para mas mapalakas pa natin yung, kasi talent ID, magagaling yung mga players natin kasi nare-recruit abroad eh. But dito sa country natin, parang kulang pa tayo sa tournament na pwede nilang salihan. Just like sabi nga ni Nishida, kailangan higher level yung tournament natin dito para makakasabay tayo sa kanila. On your part, Sir Tats, other than organizing yung mga ABC leagues dito ba sa atin, kaya ba natin mag-set ng isang national tournament na kasing taas ng level ng BNL?
Well, there are two folds, no? One, I want to go back to our original position or objectives ng PNBF is to start again the under 14, under 16, under 18, under 21. So next month, we are doing now a age group championship now, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. So all our vice presidents will handle this. We have allocated the budget. We start to go back grassroots again, this one. And aspiring young players, yesterday, I invited all the national team to have lunch. And when I saw the under 18 boys who we formed to participate, ang lalaki na agad. Nakita ko nga kapon si Coach Oji at Coach Dante, nire-recruit na agad yung mga under 18 para maglaro sa US. They're really tall. Nakita ko, ang tatangkad, mga bata pa. So there are still a lot of tall players in the provinces. So this October, Coach Angelo and Coach Jordi will go now to the provinces. Sabi nila, I'm sure may makikita pa tayong matangkad dyan. And then paaralin sa Manila, and then they become a national team. So I said, that's what we did before when we had the gold medals sa women before, when I recruited Nene Banyes, Maisa Cebu, I went to Davao. So we have to go back to this original plan that we had. So we're doing that. Second, why we are hosting a lot of international events is to improve also our national team. If we don't compete abroad, we invite them here. So that's what we are doing now. So if you say that we have 3 players or 4 players now sa women's playing outside. It's good. Brian is playing in Taipei. Mark is now playing in Japan. And I think there are 2 other players also will play outside. It's good for us. It's not only us, even other teams like Thailand, they're also playing outside. But again, the more players that plays abroad will be good for our players. This is important. And it's starting to check now. I was talking to 2 agents yesterday from Japan, and they were seeing 2 players to play in Japan out of the men's team. No? So this increases the ability of our players to compete at a higher level and to participate again 30 matches in a year. Yun ang importante. So, our previous coaches, I don't remember na may coach magsasabi, kailan 30 matches in a year. Basta create ng national team, ganun lang. Ito may 30 matches, may requirements. So, we will do this. So, and expose them. Kung hanggang sa maaari, kung pwede lang 1 year wala sila dito, wag na dito, di ba? Of course, it's quite expensive, but we try our national teams now to play abroad. So, this will really help. Exposing why Thailand is good. They have so much money. I'm talking to the women. They travel a lot, compete abroad. So, now we're starting to generate more support. And, of course, our first patron is MVP. So he helped all our national teams now, men, women, and including the beach, which is now also world class.
Yes, sir. That's all. SEA Games next year. 1993 pa nung huling tayong mag-gold medal sa SEA Games. And yung mga lalaki natin, never pa na nag-gold sa SEA Games. Ano yung plano ng PNBF sa men and sa women?
First, the men, no? After the Southeast Asian League, we have a big chance to get the gold next year. Now we are beating Vietnam, sa men. Then we're beating now Indonesia. Indonesia sa babae, tagal natin hindi matalo. After 10 years ba, ngayon pinatalo na natin, no? So, that is why I am begging or asking the clubs, the PBL, to really understand why they need to be in the national team. Sometimes you need to educate them how important that the players should play in the national team. And I wouldn't say there's one club na yung players naglaro sa national team, tawag sa PBL, pero hindi na pinapasweldohan. Nakakaawa yung national team. Ang player. There are 2 players. Habang nasa national team sila, hindi pinapasweldohan ng club, which is unfair. Di ba? In other countries, an example, the US national team hindi nagsusweldo. Italy, hindi nagsusweldo. Pasalamat ngayon, ang national team natin nagsusweldo. They get some amount of money from our sponsor. Pero in other countries, they don't get any support. When you become a national team, they fight for it, even they don't get something. So, sana maintindihan din ng mga clubs natin na they need to support also our players, no? Especially sa women. But again, I have a good forecast for next year's SEA Games. Parang medyo medyo takot na sila ngayon, medyo tatakot sila. Kasi Indonesia, we had 5 sets. Thailand is just so happen our key players are not there, but I think with Brian, Mark, and Mandal coming back again after the injury, I think we'll put up really a good fight with Thailand. So I'm looking at that way. Although Cambodia sa men, they were champion 2 years ago, tapos nag-second sila, but hindi naman sila pa-participate sa sa mga Asian Championship. Doon lang sila sa Cambodia. So, we will see. But I'm really optimistic we can be in the finals next year as long as our program continues, men and women.
Last question, Sir Taps, with regards to Jaja. Yung allegiance ba niya, ni-request na talaga ng Japan para maglaro sa kanila?
Okay.
Or is it still a Philippines?
That's a very good question. I want to explain to you the rule, no? Jaja is now a Japanese citizen, I heard, no? Okay, she's married, no? But there was a new rule last year by FIVB that if you played in a national team of another country, you cannot transfer federation anymore. Yes. I explained that to Jun Wibaw in Paris or sa Bangkok. In-explain ko sa yung rule na yun. He was explained by FIB President. So, even if Jaja has two passports, I'm sure, no? He has a Philippine passport and he has a Japanese passport. The federation of origin is still Philippines. So, when you change federation, one time lang yan. Once nag-change ng federation, hindi ka pwede bumalik sa old federation mo. So, what happened now is that I don't know if you remember Kalimao, okay? Kalimao, anong team niya? F2 ata, no? So she changed federation. She has an American passport, a dual passport. Then she changed federation one time. So right now, the federation of origin of Kalimao is Philippines, but her passport is Philippines and USA. So he cannot change federation anymore. Philippines now. So every time she plays abroad, she has to ask permission from the Philippine Federation. So with Jaja now, just to make it clear, because I told Jaja that I supported her sa FIBB because of this new rule. Ang problema, Jaja already played sa national team sa Philippines 3 or 4 times already. So with the new rule, last year, she can never play with Japan. So she can still play with Philippines. Pwede pa siya because his federation of origin is Philippines. Well, hindi passport ang binabasihan dito, Federation of Origin. So Jaja is still Filipino by nature to play for the national team. Kung hindi siya nag-national team, pwede ma-transfer. He can transfer because why? What happened kasi, if you remember, lahat ng Cuban players kasi umalis sa sa bayan nila. Kasi alam mo man, ang hirap ng and they played sa Italy, nag-asawang ganyan. And then, suddenly Turkey became strong with Vargas, Leon from Poland, Cuba became strong because of them. No? So, ngayon, inistriktuhan na ngayon ng FIVB because of that rule last year. Because they were national team players and they played also national team. Kasi you have to wait 2 years But now, the new rule, Jaja played kasi sa national team. Kung di siya naglaro si Jaja ng national team, she can change federation. Madali yun. But since she played, by the record ng FIVB, she cannot change federation anymore.
Retroactive.
Yeah, last year. It was implemented June last year. So we tried so much, nag-appeal. In fact, sabi ko nga, because Japan, the coach of Japan, Manabe, who's a good friend of mine, she needed Jaja for Paris as a middle blocker. So we appealed. I signed a letter also, both Japan and Philippines, but
So
because
Mr.
of
Early, are we talking to Jaja na sa susunod, especially SEA Games?
she can still play. She is welcome to play in the Philippine national team. But for her to represent Japan at the moment, no.
Good morning, Boss Tats, si Gab Peras po ng Sports Corner PH. I have many questions sana, pero one question lang because you have limited time. Ano ang papel ninyo being the newly elected ABC President para ma-strengthen natin yung development ng volleyball at beach volleyball, hindi lamang sa Pilipinas, kundi sa iba't ibang parte ng Asia na kabilang ang ABC structure. Salamat po.
Thank you. Well, by practice, if you become kasi Asian president or IF, normally nagre-resign as NSA president, no? But that is only a practice. It was never a rule. But because of our first, my board doesn't want me to resign, okay, sa PNBF. Number two, the POC asked me also to continue my work because we have a world championship next year, no? So I know it's a lot of work. I have 3 positions, no? President ng Asia, President PNBF. Also, I'm also the president of the organizing committee ng World Championships. It's a lot of work, but it's okay. Sanay naman tayo dyan, but I'm here always to support. But again, my vision for ABC, of course, is to strengthen also our national teams. Participate more in all Asian events. We are in the top 8 sa indoor, no? Our beach volleyball, we are in the world ranking na, men and women. Hindi natin napapabayaan yun. But our indoor men and women, we try to maintain that we are in the top 8 and increase our world rank. Kasi when I became president in 2021, ang world ranking ng men and women was 117.
Wow.
And now, the women is number 63, tumaas tayo, and our men is number 56. So, kalahati agad, angat agad, because we participate a lot. And I want to go up more, just like the Gilas is doing. And now, men natin, after the World Championship, we are part of the top 32. I'm sure we are already 32 in the world, for sure. But I don't want to think about that, but I want our teams to improve.
Okay. Aba Cordero, Philippine Star.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Na-mention mo po yung players na hindi napapasweldo ng club pag naglalaro sa national team. Posible po ba na pasweldohin na lang ang members ng national team? Lalo na if gagawin mo yung 30 international matches, because if given a choice, I'm sure mas gusto nitong mga players na to maglaro for the national team than any club na may prejudice sa kanila.
You know, I have 4 national teams, no? And the funding I have is just enough. Although may support ako kay MVP, it's not our professional women players are unsure receiving what for 6 figures or 5 figures. I'm not so sure, hindi ko alam kung magkano sweldo na, but sa PNBF naman, for sponsors, they're receiving a monthly allowance. Not enough, at least $1,000. Yun naman ang kaya ng PNBF, but they get more sa club. I'm sure. Now, they're getting a lot of incentive from the senators. Medyo mga senador natin, medyo excited. Hindi lang yung women, pati men, no? And pati Beach na recognized yesterday. We were in the Senate, so all of them were recognized by the, I think, 20 senators yesterday. Especially that we need to ask their support for the World Championship next year. But I hope, as I said, the clubs, it happened to only one club na naman na yung dalawang player hindi pinasweldo. I don't want to mention names, kaibigan naman natin. But I hope they will understand na even na hindi sila nakakalaro for 3 or 4 months sa they should be proud that 2 of their players are playing in the national teams. Di ba? But again, I don't know the understanding of this. It's in their contract or not, but we supported them. Yung sweldo na nawala nila sa club nila, PNB na nagpasweldo. Kasi nakakaawa. And I hope, sana, hindi na mangyari to. Because nakakaawa yung player. They're playing for the country, tapos babawasan ng club. Diba? So, we have to support yung what salaries that they're missing sa club. Although, mataas ang sweldo na mga, I know, most of our women professional players sa PBL are really receiving fat salaries. So I hope. But I also wish I told Ricky Palou to also to review, encourage the coaches to advance themselves. I'm very honest and transparent sa coach. I want our professional coaches to study more advanced coaching, because some of the coaches now, they think they know already. One classic example, we have the BNL, but I don't see our professional coaches watching the BNL. You have the top teams there. How can you learn if you don't come and watch? That's the problem with some of our coaches. They think they're so good already. They're not. They don't teach our players. Pupunta ang national team sa national team. Siyempre, makikita mo, iba-iba ang turo. Hindi natuturuan paano mag-dig. Ang alam lang paano sa spike. As an example, I don't want to criticize, but most of our professional players, they're after only to spike. They don't know how to block. They don't know how to do floor defense. Because nasanay sila, yan ang ginagawa nila sa team nila. So they're already happy na nasa TV sila, watch dito, ganyan. So they forget, pagdating sa international, I'll give you example. There's one player na binabash ang coaching staff natin. Dahil this player, sikat na sikat sa professional league. Pero pagdating sa national team, hindi siya first 6. Hindi siya, different position. Why? Because my experience with this player, pagdating sa international, 0. Hindi siya makaspike. Laging block. Hindi siya pang international. Pang local lang. But now, we need those players that can really compete abroad. So, he could be the best player sa UAP. Pero pagdating sa national team, iba. Once they are released by their clubs, by university to be national team, they're in the national team. So, iba. Nag-iiba. You will see that also in dito sa last 2 days na Alas Invitation. It's different when they play international. Iba. Iba yung naglalaro nila sa UAP or sa club nila. So, I'm encouraging our coaches to what's this? To advance themselves in coaching and teach our players how to advance also. Of course, volleyball now is entertainment, show, TV, ganyan. But our players needs to improve also. Hindi lang puro. Kasi pagdating sa international, they need to work hard. They need to block. Nakita ko nga, ibang players na rin, marunong mag-block. Ang block lang, ganyan lang. Ang block talaga, ganun talaga. If you see sa BNL, di ba? Ang block talaga, talagang dito na ulo. Di ba? And defense. So, I hope that our coaches, I'm very, straightforward with our coaches. Mag-aral kayo, watch more matches, go abroad para matuto din ang natin. And I'm glad it's a men's team. I have a Olympic coach, Italian Olympic coach. I have 2 of the best men's coach. I have Dante Alinzuni and OG Mamon, USC and NU. So maganda yung sama-sama sila, tulong-tulong sila. And Dexter from Signal. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Quick clarification lang, no? The draw will be held in Soler. Is this the one in Parañaque or the one in
Yes.
Quezon City?
Yes.
Quezon City or Parañaque?
No. Dito sa Manila Bay.
Yeah, okay, so my quick question is this one. Aside from the mentioned volleyball officials, no, and that you listed earlier, will there be any famous volleyball legends or players who will be coming over?
Okay, the FIVB will be sending 3 ambassadors. Mimir from Netherlands, the team captain, is coming here to support the draw, and then Urno, the team captain of Slovenia. So 2 men players, and then I know if you remember Nutsara, best setter in Asia and one of the best in the world from Thailand. So there are 3 ambassadors coming. Mimir from Netherlands, team captain. Urno from Slovenia, team captain, and Nutsara, who retired but still plays in the club in the US, who was best setter, one of the best setters in the world, coming to conduct the draw. Okay? So just ano lang, yes, one, pwede ba last na? Sige.
Goli, that's, you know, in the history of volleyball, it's only now volleyball in the country reached significant milestone under your leadership. Now, your goal not only to promote volleyball in the country and get more tournaments in the country is to develop and improve the quality of games of the Philippines and enrich their experience. So, now, since you are preparing for the Southeastern Games and other world-class competition, what is your perspective in Polsat regarding the campaign of the Filipinos, of the Philippines in the 2025 Southeastern Games?
Thank you. Alam si Clyde, yung naglalaro ako, si Clyde na yan. Kaya tumanda na ako, hindi pa tumatanda si Clyde, no? Kasama si Jean Malanog dyan, eh. Anyway, as I said earlier, the more competitions that we participate, it will strengthen our capacity to improve more our skills in world-class events. The 30 matches in a year for men and women is so important for our national team. And with God's blessing, I wish that we improve day by day. And also, isang discipline also. Yung learning from our Italian men's coach, discipline so important. Hindi ka pwede malate, present ka dito. Kasi meron daw natin maraming excuses. Ang problema ng players natin, pag sabi may injury, dadagdagan pa ng injury. And another, yung mental. I've discussed this with, most of our world-class teams, nagdadala na ng mental coach. And I think nowadays, the new trend of sports is to have a mental coach. I think, kasi hindi natin maiwasan. Maraming mga player dyan, ang mental coach, hindi lang natin kasi kung pamilya, or love life, or I do not know. But it's high time. I even spoke to Chairman Bachman. I think PSA should now consider getting mental coaches for the national teams because it helps a lot, no? Now, okay na yan. Okay, just one lang ano.
Additional announcement, please.
So the qualified teams based on the what FAB. So the host is Philippines, world champion Italy, and then you have the Asian qualified teams Japan, Iran, Qatar. African qualified teams Egypt, Algeria, and Libya. So I didn't know Libya qualified. And then European champions qualified Poland, Slovenia, and France. France is Olympic champion. And then South America qualified teams is Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia. And then North America qualified teams is USA, Canada, and Cuba. And then the rest are all world ranking na to come up with us. So, yun.
Yeah. So thank you very much and congratulations once again, Sir Tats Appeal to all our kababayans and all for the hosting of the Philippines of the Men's World
First,
Volleyball.
I'd like to invite, hindi lang invite, no? Jun Umibaw. Jun. So, I hindi ko sabihin invite. I want to see all of you sa draw on Saturday at 7 p.m. at MOA. Medyo ano lang, hindi mo kailangan magkurbata. Basta mag-suit lang tayo kasi formal attire yun. Okay? So I want to see all of you because you have been supporting volleyball a lot and I want to see you and witness the historic draw on Saturday, 7 p.m. at Soler Resort Hotel here at MOA. And of course, I'd like to invite again, all mga volleyball fans, families, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends na to continue supporting our national teams in their target to win a gold next year on the future. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you. There you have it, our PSA Forum, Tats Susana, our special guest for today. Until next Tuesday, ito pa rin po sa PSA Forum. Okay, special announcement from our President Nelson Beltran.
Para lang dun sa hindi nakakaalam, no, meron tayong invite from our sponsor, from our friend Milo for an EJ Obiena